Welcome back to Don's Life. Welcome to the channel. Thanks for joining today. Today's episode, I'm going to give you a few updates on things that are coming up on the horizon, as well as we're going to install this Grille overlay and change the front end look of the truck. So I have another overlay here identical to the one that's already on the truck. This one is not painted custom with white trim. This is just the gloss black that it comes in, but I want to show you some details on how I secured it without using the 3M adhesive and just using cable ties. But I've been really busy and I've been swamped with projects, and you will get to see all of those in due time. We have the M4 getting wrapped behind the Escalade over there. I just have the 2 bumpers left and the hood, and I've just been picking away at it like 1 panel a day in my off time when I'm not at work. And then I have obviously the grille. I've got this new Ultimate Tint by Vivid. I'm really excited for this. This is going to transform how you tint your lights if that's something that you do. So we'll be demonstrating that product. And of course I have my switches for my light bar. I went to put this in, and the company, like the day before I planned to film the video, said, hey, we just found your channel. Why don't we sponsor you? So they're actually sending me an upgraded version of what I already picked out. So stay tuned, that's being shipped, and we'll definitely install that, and I'll share it with you and why I picked that product or this product, and I'm okay with the upgrade. And how could I forget our high-end table provided by Boost Auto Parts? Actually, I'm really excited about this product. For my work truck, my F-150, it has the sport mirrors. We're gonna put these power extendable and foldable tow mirrors from Boost Auto Parts. They're working on products as well for like my GMC Sierra as an example. So I think it'll be really fun to install these. We tow a trailer with that truck full time, so it'll be good to have tow mirrors on it instead of the sport. But I really want to see how this product works because I'm just excited what they could do for the Sierra potentially, and of course for the truck they're going on. So that'll be 2-3 weeks away as well. Okay, without further ado, let's get the AT4 in here, get the Escalade out. It does take up the full length of this bay, so we'll have like this much room to work with. I apologize for the cramped quarters. We'll get to the best angles that we can. Anyway, let's get going. Okay, first things first, we got to take this grill off. Look, we got some rock chips. We got one there, one there, one there. And for the next 2-3 months minimum, where I live, there's going to be more stones and rocks kicked up because they're not going to clean these streets once the snow melts until probably May. So this is going to continue to take a beating. So I'm actually going to put the black one on because that would be super easy to ever touch up. And then I can have this one all ready to go if I decide to put it back on in the spring. So let's cut off these zip ties. We got, I can't even see them half the time. There's 1, there's 2, and there's 3. Now these aren't the easiest thing to re-put back on, but that'll be part of today's install. So you'll see a bit of a struggle there, but we'll get it. Okay, that should do it. See, never used. All brand new. So as you can see, these braces right here are what I'm using the cable ties to loop around. The hard part is getting in behind and fishing these through. All right, next step, might as well make sure this is all clean before you put the new one on. You can see that water has brought dirt in behind it over time. So we'll clean that up, but to be able to fish the cable ties through, it's much easier if you remove this shroud right here. So we're just gonna have to do that quickly. And I've done this 1,000 times, but you have to take off this latch to get started. Just using a Torx screwdriver here. That pops off. And then all you have to do is back out these plugs. I'll show you a couple on camera here, but there's just a bunch of them all the way around. And then this lifts right out, put it to the side, and that'll give you a little more room to work with to try and grab some of these from behind. So I've seen on the forums before people talking about the finish on the fog light bezels and on the grill starting to wear off. Now look at what's starting to happen. This is actually the finish wearing off. I hear it's covered under warranty. Maybe it's something we'll do down the road, but look, it's peeling off in spots. But we're gonna cover it anyway. That's unfortunate that that's happening. But again, we're covering it, not the end of the world. Okay, we got all of our tabs out. We should just be able to lift this and put it out of the way for now. Okay, we're gonna start with the bottom portion here, but you notice there is a cutout on this guy for the camera. So what I'm going to do is show you exactly where they line up and how I did this. All I did was I took the old one, put it inside the new one, and I can show you exactly how it was cut. So I just put a piece of tape here. So when I go to cut this from behind, I also colored that with a marker. I know anything in red has to come off, but I'm also going to need to notch it on the top here, about 1/4 inch, maybe a little more. And let's do that right now. Now the first time I did this, I used a rotary tool with a little cutting wheel. We might use this, but we're also going to try this oscillating saw. The only problem though is this blade is rather large. So if I put it right here, I'm gonna end up cutting too far. If I go at it at an angle very carefully, it might be okay. So I'm gonna try both, because these cutting wheels, if you just get a little bit of pressure on an angle too much, they snap and then you have to put another one on. They're really cheap. I've got dozens of them, but we're gonna try this first, see how it goes. If we have to do it a little slower, more meticulous, we'll use this. Safety first. Now we're going to try this just to see. Now we just need to clean this up and then make that notch out of the top here. We have to interrupt this project because my wife, the thoughtful person that she is, made me a little surprise. So this is the cover for my rough country light bar that I installed. I did put some camo vinyl on it just for when I use the cap. It's going to help add a little bit of protection. But she made me a decal with her Cricut machine to put on here. So go ahead and install it. Wow, you're still in your pajamas. You woke up this morning and just decided you were going to do this for me. Well, thank you. Well, let's put it on. Ooh, fancy. Just gonna sand this down a little, but it's basically done. What's funny though is the first one that I ordered a year ago is molded black plastic. You can see it's still black in there. And then this one is white, and it was painted black. So we're gonna have to touch this up with a little bit of black spray paint. Not a big deal, but I don't want that white showing through. But let's clean this up first. We'll put some paint on it. I'll let that dry, and then you'll get to see me install it. Okay, just a little bit of 400 grit sandpaper and clean it up a bit. Get rid of any edges and then the paint will stick better. Okay, now let's clean. Now we'll just mask a little bit so we don't have a bunch of spray in areas we don't want. Remember, this is going to be in this position, so what will be seen the most is just a little bit around the camera area. Okay, we're ready to start putting it together. So we're just gonna push this on and it should hold there. And then we're gonna grab cable ties. These are 2 6-inch ones. I'm starting to loop them together. The hardest part is this. The reason we took this shroud out is because you have to try and reach around in between these louvers. Remember, these are active shutters basically to stop airflow to the radiator in the cooling system to keep it warm when it's cold out, or to let more airflow in when it's hot out. So these are something you have to reach in between. I have medium-sized hands, not large, not micro small, but we have to be able to hook this around in those spots I was showing you, which are right at the top above where these supports are hidden in behind. So right about here is where they all are. You can see the bottom one sticking out there. You can also see the one that's going to be in between there, so you'll be able to find them. You want to try and come out of the hole right here, and then you want to go back about the width of what that brace is on the way through. And that's probably the harder part, because you need it to go back far enough that you can grab it with your hand. And I did it. So she's fished through. Now the equally hard part is you need to get it connected and then tighten it all up, which you might have to use some pliers to get the torque that you're looking for. So there, that's secured. Now we just have to tighten it up, but we have it on. So now we got the one started, we have to do that 5 more times. That's 2, that's 3, that's 4. That's 5. That's 6. Now we just have to tighten them up. You can grab them with needle nose pliers from in behind and usually torque them, and they're good to go. And then you got to snip them so they don't touch those louvers and make a weird clicking sound. Okay, we got it all secured, nice and tight. Make sure you have a pair of these. It helps with cutting off the back of those cable ties. Now, if I had some longer cable ties available, maybe like a 12-inch, I probably could have looped it all through and made it a little easier on myself. But there's something to be said about 2 opposite cable ties. They make a nice box, and then that makes it work really well with less tension around those supports. So whatever you choose, I'm sure it'll work. Anyway, we'll put our shroud back in, and then we'll show you the reveal. Okay, you see the new grill. I'll leave a link in the description below. Like I said before, I think it looked good, but I didn't want this to get beat up too much more. It's dirty right now, but I'll touch this up, and we always have it available if we want to put it back on. Again, I didn't use the adhesive. If anything, it's a little bit of a protection on the original grill when you put it back on there. I may have to do these in black though. I'll give that some thought. But anyway, if you liked today's video, hit that like button. Please consider subscribing. We'll talk to you next time.